That brings us to the last series of nights. Let's update this overlay. Gonna be two very good players. IAmTurk versus uh, Optimus.
Let's go. Yeah, let's make it longer than 30 seconds. We'll give you 5 minutes on this one. Let's start a little bit early.
Okay, for game one, it'll be a classic matchup. Turk playing French and Opti playing Spanish on Great Plains. Make predictions.
Yeah, this should be good. Optimus, famous, like I said, for making kind of builds and timings that, like, doesn't always seem like it's going to work, but it somehow does. And he's playing Spain, a tempo civ that can really like lean into that style. So, really like, I think it's almost like a comfort pick for him to start with that. And IAmTurk playing his Fran. He's played a lot of French auto and I guess those are probably the two civs I see him play the most. So I think both players are putting their best foot forward. This is a pretty classic matchup that I think is fairly even as well too. So it's going to come down to a lot of micro probably and little fights that snowball into like a big decisive one. Turkey's originally a Japan main. Also, Callan's very worried about your voice force feed. So
I am a bit sick right now, but I'll be
yeah.
all right.
So that way he can get some rest and keep making content in the morning. Make sure to get some lemon and tea when you're done here. So
We'll do. We'll do. Oh yeah,
one
note
more.
like Josh points out. Go ahead. I think you're about to say the same thing.
No, you say it, you main caster.
uh, Joshua points out one more sub to hit a not particularly important number, so keep that in mind as we go into the map introduction for Great Plains.
The Great Plains is a broad extense of flatland that stretches through much of western North America. It is home to large herds of bison and a trade route with 3 trading post sites. Players will want to control the center of the map for its abundant food, but be aware that wood and coin are more prevalent along the map's edges.
Hey, thanks for the sub, Callan, and congrats to Yoan Khan. Oh, and several others. Callan making it rain. Thank you. Ah, but
Yeah.
denying the 70. Interesting strat.
Thank you, Callan.
You know, Callan is from the United States, a famously Christian nation.
Exactly, but not to 69, right? Always getting the last laugh. No, but thank you though. We appreciate it. You know, this is what helps us put all this stuff on, and make the prize pool bigger and sweeter. So we appreciate it. Oh, and now Big Duck.
Ooh, thank you, Duck.
Okay, guys, we're getting close. We're getting close to the goal of 75. Thank you again. Appreciate it. Talking and Duck 2. That's a name I've seen around for a long time as well too. So glad to see you're still watching, and hopefully our casting is worth your generous donation.
So I think I just haven't been around long enough to understand what's going on, but this is a Spain build with a market instead of a TP. You got anything to say about this?
Optimus.
uh-huh. Okay, sure.
Optimus, to be fair, I would imagine he's going to go for a little bit more of an eco. Sometimes he likes to raid around in age too. But Optimus, and like I say this in the most loving way, the way he's been described to me by other players is he's someone that makes bad builds look good.
Hey, I mean, look at this. So he's got the 210 XP treasure. So maybe that's like, if he gets a TP in transition, like his XP curve might be just about the same. That's a crazy treasure, and that's pretty risky doing that against France, which has a scout and an explorer on the map. So, I don't know. It feels like a bit of a gamble. On the other hand, what do I know? I'm not Opti.
Guys just saying, who needs a TP, right? It's kind of true. Man, I gotta love Optimus. And guys, we are one thing away from a hype train, by the way. Also, FYI, horse feed. Looks like your overlay didn't fully set over.
Oh dear.
Now they know what time it is. You know, our viewers, they're just so smart. They're gonna figure it out, right?
Oh, what's gone wrong?
Don't worry about it. Too much.
Let me see if I
I'll
can
keep
fix it
talking.
real quickly. I'll lock it to Turk's camera.
There you go. Right, they're all looking at the time. They're figuring out. They've got their calculators out. Because that's one thing I've learned about Age of Empires 3 players. Like, they will spend 10 minutes coming up with a strategy based on math to squeeze out 10 more food in a second in Age 1. And then, like, try to drag box Skirm Goon into stuff. Like, in the same 10 minutes. So, anyways, looking at this. There we go. I think we're good.
No more spoilers.
Yeah.
And if you remember how far along the bar was, then find something better to do with your brain, I say.
Yeah,
Okay.
Like sub in the next minute, we get that hype train. People like trains, right?
Oh my god, Op, you're going for the 2-2 cow age up? What is happening?
I'm telling you. If you're a Spain mate, you're watching this, like it's just like when you watch A streams, there should be like a spoiler that says like, warning, do not attempt these stunts unless your game knowledge is like this high or something. Like, probably should be the same thing for watching Optimus build sometimes. It's like your game IQ must be this high. And ESOC does not endorse trying this at home.
Yeah, Spain, a very famous macro boom civ. Yep. Looks like Turk is playing pretty standard. Got the market in transition. Look at that deck too. No mercs. I feel like you don't see refrigeration too much these days. That's an interesting pick.
Well, and the H2 like mill card as well.
That's true. He did have that as well. Okay, looks like a standard semi from Turk.
Yeah.
Assume he's going to put down a stable or something. Wait, what did he do with this wood? Am I missing something?
No. No, it looks like he's gonna open up. Okay, so Turk's gonna open up probably stable, right? And it looks like Opti's opening up with his own stable.
Yeah, I just don't see it yet. That's what I expect to see. But looks like he spent on other things. So
did he get like the coin upgrade at the market or something?
I'm not sure exactly what happened. Maybe he didn't chop the normal amount during transition, and suddenly he's got a 5 Husk batch knocking at his door. Okay, and he's going to call minutes. Even if he doesn't lose a CDB here.
Second TP. Good catch there.
Oh, second TP, that's right.
Random counter. Yeah, it's Opti. Just his game sense, man. So forcing here Turk to call Minutemen, and this is already looking like Opti's going to have the momentum going into this game, and he's Spain, which you think he would anyways, but...
I feel like there are several levels of reasoning here. Like, you wouldn't normally get a second TP against Spain, but then Turk was probably thinking, oh, it's Opti, so it's safe. And then, like, maybe Opti had that in mind and then countered it? I don't know.
Third dimensional, fourth dimensional chess going on here.
Yeah.
It looks like a Rax now coming down for France.
Yeah, so I think Turk has only lost 1 CDB so far, but even if it stays that way, he's still been idled so much.
Yeah.
He doesn't even have a single mill prod building yet. And what is Optimus up to? More units on the way. Shipping 700 food after the lumber.
All right. Well, Spain has always been known for its age 2 power. I kind of like it, though. You know what I mean? Like, he's hitting with tempo. He's keeping France kind of stuck. And, France will have the better eco, but I think the combination of Rod plus Huss... That's not even a military building. Yeah, it's a church, I just realized. Not a Rax. Now he's building. That's got to be what, a stable or something.
Yeah, got stable coming
Yeah.
down. Oh, this is a church? What?
Yeah.
Wow, fascinating. Okay. So another 5 Husk coming in. Is he going to lose another CDB?
Nope.
Not so
Maybe.
far.
Oh, wow, man. Good control there. Pulling them all into the town center. You know, can't do this forever, though. He's got to get some military units out, I think, just because
Yeah,
all of his CDB are such low HP now.
he's not even training Husk. Well, first of all, I guess because he's housed, but also he really wants to age up, it seems. But yeah, Opti is doing a good job in punishing this. Opti, meanwhile, is going to age. No more units on the way. And Opti looks to have a commanding lead at this point.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely, I think, completed the objective of idling France. You know, France shipped, I think France canceled the 8 Expo, but
Yeah, that's right.
yep. He's going to age himself, so I really like this. I mean, you know, he totally took the classical semi-FF plan and threw it for a loop. The only advantage I really think France has is going to have a pretty incredible XP curve and very strong shipments, of course, in age 3.
Yeah, he did get that second TP up. And Garja, he only lost 1 CDB during all that. These guys are real banged up and bruised, though, so if there's ever a CDB fight later on, might go worse than usual. The CDB's taking out their frustration on the fauna around the base. Lots of corpses.
Yeah.
They're not
You know,
using
I-
every part of the bison.
You know, this is true too, and you know, I feel like Europeans give us such a hard time for treatment of the bison on the plains, but yet the first chance they get, what do? They reenact the sins of the past.
Just shoot them.
Yeah. And just leave him to rot in the ground. Like, look at this. He's just got a buffalo laid on the ground.
2 of them. Wow.
Where's the fishing game? You know, Gaia power win.
Who says this game isn't historically accurate?
Exactly right. All right, Explorer goes down. Spain, you know, going up with the scout, so he's going to have a pretty good mass. He's going to have his vet techs pretty much behind that. Goons, though, coming in, and again, at this level, those goons should deal with the rod and the hussar combo, but, you know, against that unit comp, one slip up or bad pathing, which can happen, and it's over for those goons. Those rods connect.
Yeah, Opti's got to keep those rods hidden. 10 goons is really scary right now. You gotta pick up this Ville, probably.
Ooh, going
What
for the
is-
sneaky flank.
What is Opti going for here?
Or going for the sneaky.
He's just running across the map? I mean, yeah, it is a goon raid, but I'm still surprised by this. Like, what if those rods are connecting right now? What does he have in mind?
I don't know. I'm not ashamed to say that. I have no idea what Opti's thinking.
I mean, I think he's lost. He's gonna lose another villager here. I don't... Okay, we do see another CDB go down for Turk. Okay, maybe he's thinking the goons have to back off eventually. I'm gonna catch any CDB that are out on the map. But
But he only got like 1 CDB that I saw.
yeah, I guess he was thinking maybe by now CDBs are on hunts far from base, but they were all pretty close to the TC, and it was hard for him to get value. Husk's gonna try to come back in.
Ooh,
Oh,
good
sorry.
flank though.
Oh wait, yeah, there's Spanish Huss. And the goons are still coming back home, taking the long way.
Yeah, these lancers are gonna get good value. Oh, and Falcons are coming in, but you know what? That's enough. Raj, they might be able to just swarm the 2
Alright.
Falcons when they pop.
Let's see what happens
See if he's paying
here.
attention.
Well, most of the rods are down here, trying to intercept the goons.
Ooh, they do get some connection. So do those cannons too, and I think Turk is coming out a little bit. Who am I kidding? This is just crazy.
Yeah, the rod mass got diminished quite a bit, and there's a lot of goons out for Turk, so I don't know. It's hard to say. It feels like an even trade overall.
You know, the rods are, I mean, they're not cheap, but they're not the most expensive unit either, too. So using these rods isn't exactly like game changing, and he's had so much idle time now in France.
So yeah, I'm not really sure what to make of all this in the end. Quite a bit of idle time from on Turk from Optimus, but
Well,
Turk probably has a scarier mess at this point. But okay, Skirm's on the field now.
you know, and I don't want to take too much attention away, but we just got a resub from a legend, an apparently still living legend. Zuda, thank you so much. It's an honor even to know that you have to be forced to listen to my monotone voice. Appreciate it.
Zuda, thank you. Interesting moment here. Both players are putting down TCs, and neither of them know about the other doing this. What a fun game.
This is shaping up to be another great series, and you know, who wins? Skirm, Rod, Lancer, sorry, us or Goon Cure?
Now's Akira's time to shine. Get a decent amount of damage on the skirms, but yeah, Turk assisted a little outmassed. Kind of failed to get a good trade there.
Yeah, I think those, you know, the Cures, they're super tanky, but this is not exactly the composition they just want to be slammed into. Like, he needs some infantry or just something to, like, just sit and kind of do DPS, in my opinion, and it's just missing from the French mass.
So Turk did see Opti's TC. Opti has still not seen Turk's TC. Though I know at Opti's level, maybe you know from looking at Turk's mass, he must have spent on a TC. Who knows?
Yeah, I do like that town center placement there in the south, though. I think that'll give him a lot of line of sight. He controls the hunts. You know, both these players kind of have decks that can go in the long game. So I think if you're France, you're just trying to hold until your eco cards and CDB eco will beat Spain. And then Spain, I didn't see anything too crazy in his age 3. Did he have any of the new cards like Marvelous Year or?
Does have Marvelous Year, yep.
Okay, that is a good card. Okay.
Opti here looking to have a pretty scary comp. Shipping his 2 Falc. Got a lot of rods, trading skirms. So got a couple Lancers out. Pure Skirm Goon from from Turk.
I'm Skirm Goon Enjoyer doing his thing. I guess he went up there hoping there'd be villagers on the exposed coin mine. So by now he's got to realize, okay, Optimus is on the southern side of the map, and he's probably trying to get a conductive fight because France, you know, with 2 town centers, you got to expect Marvelous Year to hit. Ooh, your raid.
Oh wow, that one Cure is still alive. I think that was from way earlier.
Oh, big fight.
Oh, we're gonna get the Falc for free with those goons. Very nice pickup for Turk.
Yeah. Rods are starting to connect. Lancers.
Yeah, it's a good connect for Opti.
You know, I think these goons are going to be alive, but I think with all the skirms gone, he's not going to be able to push. And with the skirms now from Optimus being able to wrap that cannon, it's just 1 Falc, but still, it gives him the range. You know, now he's able to start sieging stuff down.
The whole crew's here. Who let the dogs out? Got 5 of them on the field. Woof woof. These things will shred anything.
I know. Right? Why didn't our ooh.
Turk going for the Falc snipe. Gonna get it. Scott free.
Oh, but he gets snared.
One dude.
Gets snared. Instantly bulls. Okay. Man, really good unit micro there from IAmTurk. Just doing a great job dancing around with the goons. Skirm pop now, and I think Optimus is just trying to fight to a standstill, but yeah, he's got to back off.
Yeah, it looked like Turk was running low on skirm, but he's managed to remass pretty well here. Enough to keep the rods at bay. Dogs want a piece.
Yep. Man, Should have just made more dogs. I'm surprised Spain didn't conquer everybody just by building dogs. Not building, sorry, training.
Okay, here might come Opti's break. Got a reinforcing batch of Lancers connecting on the skirms pretty well. Doing a good job microing his skirms onto the goons. But still pretty good mass here from Turk.
Yeah, you know, I have to give us some of the advantage, though, to Optimus. I think he's going to be able to spam this longer. He's got way more vills. I guess with CDB, it's about even, though.
Yeah, roughly. Though, yeah, Turk has had to have 10 CDBs in his TC this entire time.
I mean, at the very end of the game, I'm sure the idle time graph for IAmTurk is just going to be quite extensive.
Definitely.
Now, here comes more Lancers. Yeah, I think he's backing off. Okay.
Yeah, Opti gonna get cleaned up here, but got some really good trades there, and I think came out ahead.
Yeah, poke in the CDB. Just, you know, he's got more map control too, so he's going to have access to better res and better hunts, I think, for longer. I really like Opti's position here. I mean, this could be a game that goes a long time, but I think Optimus is set up for that. Whereas I think IAmTurk does have some great eco cards, but, you know, tempo-wise, I don't know if it's enough. Hyperville.
Yeah, Turk's got about 2,500 coin left that's safe, and then he's got to get out onto the map somewhere. So he's kind of on a short fuse. Opti looking a lot better in this respect. Still has not tapped this one very much. And this coin mine is pretty secure as well, with his TC right there.
Yeah, I mean, if you're France in this position, you know, what should you do? You're kind of on the timer. I think you have a bit of a mass advantage, right? But your economy's definitely been on the back foot for a long time.
Yeah,
Do you just boom a bit longer, or do you try to, like, create a fight before Spain's able to tempo back?
I think we missed it, but Turk, I think, did take up 4 vills from Opti up there. They were eating the bison, so that's just the thing he needed to even this game back out. By the way, funny moment here. Both players are trying to secure this gold mine at the same time, and I think Opti's going to lose another 2 vills here.
Yep, looks like it reacts instantly. IAmTurk does. Gets them right on the vills, so... You know, again, Optimus can get a third town center at some point and use the Marvelous Year, just boom right past, like a Portuguese main in a crack alley can just go, like, you know, 120 miles an hour Vil boom.
Right.
He's losing a lot of Vils for free.
Yeah, Turk's actually ahead in gathering power right now. 43 CDB to 47 vil. Map control looking pretty even. Yeah, go on.
I was gonna say, and with ranged attack now, those skirms from France are gonna start, like, just scaling and damage and start snowballing fights. And yeah, this is actually, I think Opti's gonna have to take a fight.
Okay, I don't know if okay, we got some cures right here. But Turk might have overextended there. It looks like he's going to get a massive snare on his units. And
yeah, like the cure flank. Yeah, ooh, and yep, rods are right on top of him. Oh, but even more cure. Ooh, that's an expensive comp though. Like if these cures aren't able to contribute, that's a lot of resources that you've kind of dumped into, like, a very expensive, you know, paperweight basically. Ugh, look at the rods go.
Oh god, yeah, look at that. Opti somehow has known exactly which unit to make at every point in this game.
Opti magic.
As they say. Yeah, there's just no mass left for Turk, and all these CDBs here are going to get rotted down.
Ooh. Yeah, and there goes the advantage. I mean, France definitely had the economic advantage there, even if they were a bit more on a timer, and it's now slipping away from them. Yeah, I think this is getting closer to the end because that mass from Opti is massive, and I just don't see now where France is going to be able to gather from. I mean, the map is basically squeezed out from under them. There's no hunts that they have safe access to. Rods are on CDB. Rods are chasing away the goons.
Oh, got 3rd and 2 idols right now. Yeah,
Oh,
Turk is running dry.
yeah. You hate to see it, but you love to see it.
And there's the 3 Hus shipment of death.
We've seen that, what, twice now?
Yep.
I mean, look, if anyone can come back from this position, though, it's Turk. They call it Turkin for a reason. Oh, and as soon as I say it,
Turk taps out. GG.
GG, well played. Man, that was a great like introduction right there. Just wow, like that was really well played. I'm gonna let you talk because it's Opti, and I'm not even qualified to know what was going through his head.
Neither am I. I know that shouldn't be a Spain build order you ever do, but somehow we won with it.
Oh, completing the prediction point is here. We've got, yeah, I think, sure, Optimus is the correct outcome. Yeah, I am sure. Thank you. Just good job, Optimus. Man, looking at all this stuff. Things you've never seen before from Gar. Yeah, full melee. Did Spain ship Marvelous Year? I don't know. And if they did ship it, it wasn't when it mattered. What was Opti doing with Spain? Who knows? Steppenwolf.
Yeah, I don't think he ships Marvelous here. If he did, it was in the last 2 minutes when the game is already over. Wow, we're in for a treat in this next matchup. I can't believe my eyes. Lakota versus Japan. Tell you what, I haven't seen Lakota picked much in tournaments, but it's usually gone one way rather than the other.
Right.
Okay, let's get into it. Let's do our map intro for Saguenay.
Summer or winter, there is no shortage of resource here. Constructing defences on the islands in the sea or nearby the Cree and Huron settlements will help control the ocean. Forming an alliance with either of these natives will unlock some fantastic economic options. The position of the trading route varies, but is always in the middle of the map.
Well, what a treat. Lakota in the tournament.
All right. Predictions are up.
Steppenwolf, these are all recordings, so this is not live. So we've got a market start from Turk. I think that probably means we'll see a Tory age up.
I think you kind of want to in this matchup. From what I've seen, around my level, which is definitely not these guys, is Lakota can just rush and club rush hard with 4-axe rider and just kind of keep them, keep Japan just never from taking off. Again, Japan these days definitely struggles with tempo, and I definitely think this is. He's got water, so it's a great map for Japan. But if Lakota can take the stagecoach, I think it's going to be really hard for Japan to keep up. What do you think?
I'm thinking, Opti, what the hell are you doing? Making a tribal marketplace? Like, surely this is not the best build order. I really wonder what he's going to do. I think he's going to buy and then build a TP. I don't know, maybe there's something about the treasures that actually makes this good.
Is this like a shuffle build or something? Doesn't shuffle have one where it's like a TP and a market and all that stuff?
I'm not familiar, but maybe. Yeah, gonna market by the wood for the TP. Okay, yeah, that they look tight.
I like it. I like it.
Uh, Interesting. It's got the water deck out. Yeah, nothing too unusual about this deck.
The 2 War Huts. That's a fun card. That's a card that I feel like just like the Jaguar Prowl Stealth is a card that on top of the 2 War Huts, the ability to move around buildings could have some value. Like it's a winter spawn, unfortunately, but you could have used it to put a War Hut in the middle of the water at some point.
Yeah, yeah. Never know how you might get value from being able to move buildings like that. So, Turk does have the commie in deck, but it's going to ship the 3 fishing boats. Much better choice.
And he is already aging up at 3 minutes, so pretty decent age up time for Japan with more villagers than you would often expect to see with them, plus market. So
Yep, gonna put 4 vills on there, as usual.
smart.
Opti got
again,
a
no
bit of
three.
idle here. Yeah, what's up?
Yeah. I was gonna say no 300 food starts for the second time that we've seen Japan.
That's right.
Let's see here, Coda. You think he's gonna chop out another trade post? You think?
I'd be surprised. The usual thing you do right now is build a war hut, but on the other hand, I don't see any forward builds, so I think this is an Opti build. Is he slow aging? He is, with 400 wood. So it looks like... Oh my god, he's building a dock instead.
All right, I'm here for it. Let's go, Opti.
So we'll see when Turk gets wise to this. You know, it could be a good play, because against Lakota, if you don't have perfect information, you have to age Tory and make units. Meanwhile, Opti's going to be making boats and going for a bit more of an eco play.
Well, what's nice too is if Japan ships more fishing boats, is you can just ship, or not ship, you can just build a canoe, and basically clear them off water eventually. So
Yeah, it's so easy to kill undefended boats as a native civ, because it's only 100 wood for a canoe. So yeah, that probably influenced the choice. You're right, because he did have 3 fishing boats in deck. Four healers first. Oh my god, Opti. I love
Opti,
this.
what?
The greed is real. The greed is so real. So what does Turk know about this so far? He's going to see the marketplace, the plaza.
And now he sees
sorry,
the plaza.
Gets a corral. Okay,
I mean,
that's a great scout.
That is, and if you think about it too, like that 4 healers is like a 5 vil shipment for the purpose of XP generation. So it's not a bad card to bring, but like you said, it's just so greedy.
Yeah, we'll see what he does with it. He's also shipping Great Hunter next, which is so greedy. Like 700 wood is what any normal person would do right now. But he's going for the long play. This is like
this isn't
something Callan would do. So, what is Turk doing in response? He doesn't know about the dock, because who would scout for a Lakota dock? Like, they would never do that, right? He shipped 600 wood.
He can get some great raids too with that Ashy, because I mean, there's really nothing defending Lakota at the moment.
So these Ashy and Axes are going to miss each other. We're going to pick up the 135 XP treasure here. Opti is. Turk sees something. I guess he sees... Why'd he pull these guys back? Maybe he saw the treasure. Or maybe he's just being defensive.
Right, trying to screen his explorer, maybe.
Yeah, it would be bold to just march all the way to Lakota base, even if you know they're being a bit greedy. Ooh, nice. Picking up an Axe Rider for free, pretty much. Oh, the Samurai's right there.
Ooh.
Gets one swing on. Caverna, thank you for the raid.
Oh yeah, thanks, Caverna. Welcome to the Opti and Turk show, and it has been interesting so far. Okay, so he's got Travad. Did he ship the 2 towers next?
Yeah, looks like it. That's the 2 Warhead shipment right there. Training bow riders behind this.
And he's about to get hit by a raid. I guess he can spawn warriors off the plaza with the 5 healers dancing.
Yeah, with 4 healers, it's pretty slow though. So let's see if he tries to go that route. Loses 1 Vil. Loses a 2nd Vil. Meanwhile, Axe Rider's in base. Ashy's back up. Oh, minutes get called. Opti's got to back up. Or maybe he doesn't.
Yeah.
He's man fighting this, but his Axe Riders are so low now.
Ooh, Explorer goes down too, but again, he should be able to dance him back. I mean, the plaza gives so much utility.
Yeah, definitely. War huts have gone down in the middle of the map in the meantime. 3 bow riders can reinforce. I think he started out with 8 axes and he's down to 4. One of them is super wounded. It doesn't feel like a good trade, but you know,
Japan's at 90.
Turk still has
Shrine
no
pot.
idea about the water boom.
Looks like he's macroing for an age 2. Sorry, age 3. Yeah, I don't. This is Opti. I don't know exactly what he's doing. But he's got a solid economic foundation. So if he's able to leverage these Setons and keep IAmTurk from aging, then he actually might be in a good position. That's not often you say that for Lakota versus Japan. Right? All Lakota has to do is stay in age 2. It'll be fine.
We got the daimyo on the way. Okay, the bows are going to back up.
Yeah. Oh wow, those clubmen just went right past the Ashis.
How many boats are we on for Lakota? Got 9 of them.
Okay, so now he's gonna, use the club warriors to get some of those shrines down pretty fast, and yeah, I don't know if that's enough damage, but it's something.
It looks like Turk is going to actually not age and stay age 2 and fight this out. What do you think about that?
He probably has to, just because I think Lakota's got enough mass that it could really do a lot of damage, right? Like, you kind of, Japan, when it FFs, doesn't necessarily get the best power spike. Oh, it's still solid, and I think Opti's now built the single canoe to go deal with those 3 boats. So I don't like that he's fighting in age 2, but I don't know. Those club warriors, they look so goofy when they're in cover mode.
Yeah, the clubs go down tanking for the Ashies. That might even be the best use for them, because Axe Riders are going to trade pretty well against Nagis. There are a few bow riders mixed in.
Well, and Setons, they're kind of like Aenas in the fact that, they're a unit that the less that you, touch and move around, the more value you get. So these kind of, drag-out fights, they're actually really valuable, I think, for their cost.
Yeah, they have so much DPS if they can only stand still and stay in range.
So, there's he sniping. Okay, he's killed all the Ashigaru. I mean, Japan's mass is gone, and I don't know what Japan's res look like, but judging by that story drop, not great. Is that Takala coming in now, too, for Lakota?
That's right. Yeah, Turk is looking pretty dead right now. I don't know what can save him at this point. Got a 10 Ashi pop coming in, but his entire eco is idle during that.
You know, and he lost. Like I said, his fishing boats are being like a piranha, right? Just slowly being nommed down, and he doesn't have a lot of shrines. He went up to Shugu too, so the shrines aren't as like efficient. I think he's just kind of toast. Sadly, he's got 30 idols.
Yeah, that's lights out. Somehow, one fishing boat's still alive.
Dude, Optimus. This game is great. I don't even know what to say. I somehow Optimus's build is just like he pulled it off. I think. I mean, again, Turk. If there's any player that can come back from these type of positions, it's definitely IAmTurk. But Japan's cornered. Lakota's got full map control, so you know they're able to hunt all they want and get all their bonuses. They've got water. I just think it's just going to be this and just slowly massing, maybe aging behind it for Lakota, but just keep pushing.
Yeah, you might be thinking about it. Well, probably not. He's just spamming units. You know he can just stage 2 and close this out with teams. Wow, has he really gone through all of his H2 shipments except the Corsairs? It looks like it.
I think 5 healers is almost the equivalent of like two or three TPs of XP curve. So again, extremely greedy, but when greed works, it looks brilliant.
Yeah, wow.
Oh, man,
Yeah, Opti took a break on making boats there for a while, but he's going to resume production, it seems. Kinda looks like he's going to go for an age up here. Why not? It's the safest way to win the game at this point, probably.
exactly. You know, Japan can turtle like no other civ, and you know, the more the game goes on, the more cards Japan can get. It's probably just advantageous just to play it cautious. But then again, too, every player slept on Japan and then died. So Elder, that's the fast. No, Messenger's the fast age up.
Yeah, I think this is Bison.
No, not bad. So what, 10, 15% in age 3?
I think it's like
Boost.
25 gather rate, if I remember right,
Oh,
in age 3.
right.
Really, really good age up.
Finally, a good poof there from IAmTurk. So it does save the Explorer.
Water.
So I'm sure.
And the scores.
Oh,
Oop, you
yeah.
go.
That is like closer than you might expect. Dakota does underscore a bit.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, this is Japan's window, right? Like, God, I'd love to see one of those war huts just run away, but it's too late now. But it would have been hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah, so a player like Turk has to know what's going on right now, that Opti's trying to age, and he figures this is his best window, probably. Try to get something done. So here we go. Can take down the FB. Looks like Opti is just going to not engage, which I think is right.
You know, and maybe try to take a fight under TP if you have to have one, right? Like, you're Lakota, you've got mobility. No need to, like, force yourself into a bad fight.
Interesting. What is he running around here for?
You know, Optimus' whole motto so far has been the best defense is a good offense, so...
Certainly in the Lakota spirit, though he does have to idle all these vills. Let's see what he can get done with it.
Oh, and you know, those Tokala Shadow Tech, too, so he's got a nice little boost.
That's true. It's okay. Turk's coming home.
Oh, he's getting vet for the Axe Riders, so... I think that's Axe Riders, that Bow Rider. He's getting the vet tech. I'd imagine Axe Rider since he has...
Praxis, yep. Ooh, Axe Rider match gets caught out by his Ashies. Gonna lose 2 of them.
3 of them, oof.
Unfortunate. Yeah, I think he should just run away until he's got the Rifle Riders in the mix, and that's what's really gonna seal this deal. Ooh. Looking like he might get pinched. Now we've got this awkward situation. Can the fishing boat
Yeah,
save
get
him?
a boat, no! Come on, the great... The Great Lakotan Dunkirk. Are we going to see that?
Probably too dangerous at this point. Look at this Turk walling. Oh my God,
The
he's
fast
backed into the corner.
walls.
Oh no,
Oh no!
he's got to go into the grinder.
But you know those 5 rifle riders. They're almost here. I mean, this is it. This is the fight. I think. I think if IAmTurk wins this, then he's back in the game. But I don't know. I don't think he has enough.
Yeah, that was about as good of a fight as Turk could have hoped for, but looks like Opti is... Oh no, he gets cleaned up. Yeah.
Just like that, right? How the turntables turn, right?
Yeah, good holds. Turk feeling himself. Looks like he wants to age now. Yeah, I guess he's gotta. Wow, and yeah, suddenly Opti's down in the score because of that little move. Like, come on, there's no reason why he had to go all the way in there as he was aging. That was, I don't know why he did that.
That was a little ballsy, right? I guess what do they always say? Genius and madness are sometimes one of the same. And that was a good defense. I mean, the quick walling, putting him in the corner. You gotta give credit too to Turk. Like he saw an advantage and he pressed it as hard as he could. So I think all of Optimus's build is kind of out of steam, and now we've got a pretty heavily shrined Japan in Age 3 here soon.
Yeah, how many shrines are we at? 16. That's nothing to sneeze at. I'm going up with a pavilion for the combat buffs. Wakina rifle on the way for Opti. That's right, Colin. I can't help myself.
Okay, Explorer's back. Yeah, he's gotta watch it too. This Yabusami will just... Or Yamabushi, sorry. Ooh, man. Yeah, this is not the best fight, I think, for Opti.
Okay, not bad, not bad.
Problem is just, he's gonna need a huge mass Wakina.
Sort of feels like an even trade so far, but I think Opti needs to back up here. Gonna get a Vill or two up there, but he's bleeding Wakinas. Oh no. Flaming arrow is coming out.
Right, surprise arrow. Yeah, this game is starting to slip away, if not already slipping away now from Optimus and IAmTurk. I mean, again, showing the power of Japan, right? Like when it comes to being able to cockroach back into a game, he was looking pretty bleak, and now he's the one in the commanding lead.
Yeah, I don't know how, but even with the dock, the Vill counts are pretty similar. 49 for Opti and 44 for Turk, and I don't think Opti's been losing any, so they're like 1 or 2 maybe. So I don't know if his TC's been idling or what, but it seems curious.
Yeah, perhaps there were some raids that we missed. I mean, Ashy famed for their ability just to make everyone's life miserable, right? So
Right.
maybe there was a small raid we missed. Or like you said, the TC's been idling. It's hard to say. Look at that. The Hunt 2 is kind of in like the worst spot.
Yeah, I guess he already ate the bison that he got. Oh wow, and look at these shrines. He sent a Vill down here, 1D'd this, but couldn't because it was shrined, and now he can't do anything about it for the moment.
Now that war camp likely to go down here pretty soon. He's got a second to call a pop. I think it's going to come down to that. I mean, almost wonder if it'd almost be worth it to take half those Vills and throw them on the plaza at this point.
I feel like the best move here would have been to not make some of those axes and save for the big button instead, but here we go. Opti's fighting, and his axes are getting ground up into mush by the Ashi.
Yeah.
But
I mean, he's getting a lot of the bowmen too. But yeah, I think Japan's coming out ahead again.
yeah, and that Turk doesn't have the Ashy Cav multiplier card either. That's just their base multiplier. He's still cleaning up those axes.
Wow, just wow, what an incredible game, man. So Optimus, I don't know what you were doing, but it looked really strong there, and I think just you let off the gas at the wrong second there with that really ballsy move. Maybe aging wasn't the right call. I'm not 100% sure. You know, hindsight's always 20/20, but man, I don't want to quite say the word throw, but it was definitely a close match. You know, well fought. IAmTurk showing why he's called, you know, Turkin, right? Coming back from the brink of the end, and man, GG to both players. All right, let's get that prediction done. Oh, Sweden.
Yeah, so how do y'all feel about Musk? We're about to see a lot of it. We've got a Sweden mirror for Game 3 on Cascade Range. Now let's get into our map video.
The Cascade Range is an inhospitable mountain range along the North American west coast. Its sparse hunts and small tin mines are complemented by an equally limited amount of fish in two small lakes on the sides of the map. Be quick to collect the many unguarded beaver treasures because you won't find much else.
Befehl, His Majestät.
All right, predictions are up.
Befehl.
Well, we've got a mirror match, so it's gonna just, you know, because Optimus plays so uniquely, it's probably not going to be like a standard, right? Because standard mirror matches, I believe, for Sweden often come down to, you know, which Corollian group kind of gets the jump on the other Corollian group and is able to keep the numbers high, and then from there, you know, it becomes a dance of balancing Tort Boom along with your Corollian Hussar and Leather composition. So these games do tend to come like pretty close to the wire. That being said, with Optimus, there's no such thing as like a regular build, so I have no idea what's coming. I don't know. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, hard to say. I guess I wonder, is this game gonna play out in Commerce or Fortress? I don't think I know Sweden Mirror well enough to know whether you can do a semi or an FF safely. I would guess probably. Yeah, I guess we'll find out. Let's see, do we have decks yet? Conqueror makes a good point, which is that the coin mines are 1500 across the board. So, might be a bit lower of a eco game than it might have been.
Yeah, this is. I guess the thinking is it's an aggressive kind of small map where Sweden's strengths do really well. You know what I mean? Like having these kind of disparate hunts all over the place. You know, having your house eco all over can be good. I don't know what the thinking on the mirror was, but wait, does he have the Dark Arl Rebellion? That's got to be Optimus that had that in his deck, right?
This one? Oh my god. We're not going to see that, are we?
Dude, with Opti, you never know. He's also got this is like almost like a treaty card. He's got the Corollian Muster in H4 as well, from Torps.
No way. Well, that is potentially 40 Corollians.
I guess, you know, that's just such an Optimist way to think, right? Is to say this map, everyone's like, this is a shit map for Sweden. He's like, you're right. So I'm going to make this shit map for Sweden work. You know, and I'm looking at IAmTurk. He looks like he is a more standard. I don't see anything too out of the ordinary, and I've seen this map on the ladder, or not this map, this deck many times, more or less. Good job. I think Turk playing standard.
Something else curious about Opti's deck is that he doesn't have Corellian range. It seems potentially impactful, but maybe not if he's gonna mass halbs. Who knows?
The thing is, those Corellians actually have like really good melee. I mean, I think they have pretty close to equivalent melee as a halb, right? Like they have 20 base attack, 20% armor. I'm not sure I would be halb, but you know, I guess you run around with pikes. The pikes can outrun the Corellians, so maybe you're going to try to outpike and halb your opponent's torps. That's the thinking.
Yeah, it's above my pay grade, that's for sure. What's going on in transition? Opti's got a market. Turk does not.
Opti is a free trade enjoyer. I think he's built a market in every single game so far.
Pretty aggressive torque positioning from Turk here, so I wonder if he's gonna try to make a forward base to secure this.
You know, if he's aging up with the governor, that's definitely doable.
I think it's the naturalist for both of them.
Okay.
Yep, they are the cows. So Dominion's going to be coming out first for Optimus. And same for Turk. Not unexpected. Barracks out for Turk. No military building yet for Opti.
Ooh, looks like Cameroni 2. The native skirmishers would be a good play here. Actually, the Klamath riflemen kind of slept on a bit, but they also have a pretty good tech that I think boosts all eco by like 5% or something. I don't know. Not a terrible skirm for what it is. Not great, but
Yeah, it's like a 5% eco theory, it looks like. For 300 res.
you know, and if you're in a mirror, like every little bit can help. So we'll see what they do. You know, again, we'll let these guys cook. Opti, a very very well known chef. IAmTurk, right? Also very well known chef. We'll see what they cook up.
So Opti is putting down his barracks now as the first batch of Corellians completes for Turk. I don't know, it seems like Opti correctly decided he could delay a bit and have a better eco. These Corellians aren't going to be here for a while.
No, and you know, even then, if I remember right, they don't have the best siege for their price in particular. So, yeah.
Yeah, they are a bit more expensive than the regular Musk. Nice move here from Opti, like moving his explorer around. Seems like it's baiting Turk's Corellians, which is just what he wants because his barracks is later. He's gonna lose it, but those Corellians could be in the space by now. Ooh, and
Exactly.
we got Expo out from Opti.
All right, and he's making more crossbow.
No way.
Sweden. Known for its light infantry, right?
Oh yeah. Look at these guys.
Yeah. Okay, so we're
No,
seeing.
you didn't, Opti. What are you doing?
Oh, Jesus.
Well, not your everyday Sweden mirror, to say the least. 8 pikes on the way.
Does he just do this on purpose? Like he just like looks at a map in a game and he's just like takes like a checklist of stuff that you shouldn't do or things that people don't do and just like, you know, that's his basis for how he crafts his order. He's like, okay, Sweden's not a water sieve, it wants to torp. But you know what? Again, it's kind of brilliant in a way too because this is an eco that's a lot harder to touch, right? This is an eco that you can kind of hide in the corner, and these crossbow, they will beat Corollians in greater numbers. The Corollians, of course, do have the charge. Did they nerf their damage to light infantry in melee?
Yeah, 0.8 multiplier.
Okay.
And this macro is so tight from Opti. It's like he's done this before, which, I don't know, I kind of wonder whether he has all that much. And so, I think Opti has a really good window here, because he just shipped 8 pike, and Turk just shipped Engelsberg,
Right,
which
two
is going
others,
to take
probably.
a while to pay off. So here we go.
Yes.
The crossbows have connected. Turk is probably like, what the hell is going on?
He's like, he's probably just saying the same thing. Like, what? Like, really? I think it might work. You know, get Optimus. You know what? I think I've got the analogy figured out. He's like that kid in the math class that like does the formula completely wrong, but like still gets the right answer. You know, it's like x minus 5, and he's like, okay, if you divide it by 3 and you add 6 for every one or something like that, and you're like, what is this? And it's like, yeah, 5. It's like, oh, shoot, okay then.
Yeah, how's Turk gonna respond here?
More Corollians. I mean, that's what Sweden responds to most things. You know, to be fair, it's like more Corollians.
I guess so. Okay, and the pikes have been at work on these 4 torps. Yeah, so that gamble turning out not to pay off for Turk. All 4 of these are gonna go down.
You just have to be careful of like a leather pop though, because that'll do some damage.
Yeah, and indeed, leathers are on the way now.
And the thing is, those pikes are just absolutely worthless into the Corollian mass. So, ooh, I think he might get clapped here if he's not careful.
There we go. There's a charge.
Yep.
Pikes actually shouldn't be in cover mode right now. Okay, the leathers come out too.
So, like, Optimus has got to have thought about the leather pop. So, I would assume he's gonna want to pop leathers of his own. He's not trading terribly. Or a crossbow.
Hey, it looks like Opti just wants to age now. Or maybe not. He's hiding Huss.
I think that's the right call. I think Huss crossbow, you know, that's usually how you beat Sweden in H2, right? Is like some sort of really good light infantry. Usually not basic crossbow, but you know, and like a Hussar type, because the Hussar into melee against the Corollians do fine, and they body block the Corollians from charging the light infantry. Plus, deal with leathers. Oh, is he gonna take
no.
those?
Those are not where they should be. Yeah, leather goes down for free. Other one probably will as well.
I mean, he kills the pike sieging his torp, but he kind of throws away his shipment for almost free.
Ooh, 4 Huss gonna get onto this crossbow mess.
Yeah.
Okay, Huss are here as well for Opti.
Good reaction time from IAmTurk, though. You know, really slick there, being able to multitask. So,
Befehl?
yeah, but that Huss mass. I mean, the Corollians will pop out of the racks and deal with it, but
This is so
the
funny.
crossbow are there.
I think Turk's Explorer is gonna kill this villager. Okay, we got 4 Huss to 4 Huss, but yeah, that's enough crossbows they can kind of kill those Huss. No problem.
Ooh, but look, the reinforcements now coming in from and the Huss of Opti off somewhere else. Are we gonna see a boat rescue?
Maybe. Okay, Opti getting 2 vills there, but he's got to keep this mass alive to stay in the game.
I guess this is okay. I mean, I don't know. Those Corollians, yeah. they're
There's the
gonna
Caro charge. Pikes are going to buffer them. That looks like an okay fight.
Wow. You know, again, you've been cast here for a while. Sorry for being speechless, but this is just you bow piked Sweden to death as Sweden. But you know, this is IAmTurk. We saw the last game when it was looking grim. You know, the Opti magic only lasts so long, right? So he's got to figure out a way to close this out, I think.
By the way, because of the fishing boats, Opti is a full 12 villagers up on Turk right now. Turk on 13 torps, Opti on 15. Last I checked.
Everyone in the chat, sweet Pike Expo new meta. I'm like, it just works. You know, hashtag Opti Magic. Opti Beth Sedative confirmed. Oh, snipes the Vil. He takes a siege, and does he? Okay, does Opti have a dock on the left pawn on the left side?
Sure does. Wow.
I mean, you'd love to see it.
Yeah, so Turk's economy is just really outclassed at this point, and all he can do is ship 8 pike.
Yeah, that's not a good feeling. He's probably just in shock, like a lot of us are. It's just like what happened in this game. Oh, and there's a Huss raid in the south.
Oh wow, yeah, look at that.
I mean, he'll get those Huss as well, but I mean they trade what 3 vills? Maybe not the best, but you're already ahead in eco, so that's just further in the gap.
Right. Down to 27 vills to Opti's 43 at this point.
All right, I mean 14 Huss from IAmTurk, so he's got a significant Huss mass, and if that Huss connects with the bow pike plus Carolean mass, I mean he can definitely win this fight. So the score's down, but definitely IAmTurk is not out.
Wow,
Wait.
Opti made Caroleans. It's a strange unit to make in Sweden Mirror.
I mean, okay, here's the big fight.
Yeah, it seems like those Huss are gonna kind of fail to find value. So all the pikes and Huss.
Exactly.
Finally gets a few Huss on the crossbows, but Caroleans ought to clean that up, no problem.
I think this is the final push.
Yep, Turk taps out. GG. Opti wins with the good old Sweden dock start pike bow.
I mean, what else to say? Pike bow OP, please nerf. Swedish tempo with pike bow, too good. I think it was brilliant. You know, I mean, he knew it was a small map. He knew he was going with the extra bit of water. Everything his macro worked just fine, and I think with that, I mean, Optimus just showing the Opti magic going. I mean, I think IAmTurk played a clean game, but you know, it's that classic kind of like meta upset. I think we just happened. Yeah, Bow Enjoyer's back. Oh my goodness, what a game!
So for game 4, we're gonna have a German mirror on Central Plain. I wonder what Opti's gonna do this time. I'm gonna guess proxy barracks dop rush. Yeah, sounds like it'd work. All right, let's get into the map video.
The Central Plain is the most populous region of China. Its rich and fertile open grassland is crossed by an extensive trading route that separates both players. Controlling it is a reliable way to grow a powerful economy. Fierce competition over each trade post is essential.
Okay, here we go. German mirror.
And all right, now let's go. All right, so you know, casters always love. I know fans always love a game 5. I'm hoping that Turk is able to come back here, but it's another mirror, and you're up. Well, I mean, I guess for once the market start from Optimus actually makes sense.
Right.
You know, German mirrors. I think DOPS are often like the deciding factor in German mirrors, at least what I've heard. So it's going to be micro intensive as hell. Germany famous for its large but very kind of glass cannon-y types of compositions. So I'm just going to kind of let these guys do what they do and see what Optimus comes up with and see if Turk can tie this series up and give us a game 5.
Okay, we've got a deck for Turk. Pretty bog standard, I'd say. Nearly identical deck for. Is that literally the same deck? I think so.
Would it pay? If it works, right?
Yep.
Ja.
The I mean, with the stagecoach, I don't know. Both players, it's stagecoach would be nice for either civ,
Bereit.
but probably also really risky to go for stagecoach against each other civs. So I would imagine just could be a kind of a semi FF with maybe one player going rack, so one player just going for like a 5 to 7 Ulan timing and trying to get up to 3 afterwards. I don't know. I'm not an expert in Germany, especially German mirrors.
Yeah, Stagecoach seems like an unlikely play in German Mirror just because of how easily it should be able to punish that. What I wonder is whether we'll see someone going for 2 TPs, Great Scythe style. Opti, maybe he'll do it. I don't know.
The ultimate flex. It's too late now. The build for Great Scythe is a Great Scythe connoisseur myself. It is already a bit different, but you never know with Opti. And again, he seems to really like to utilize the map. I would definitely say that's a strength of Optimus that he's had over IAmTurk. I feel like IAmTurk's still playing very well. It's, he is using the map, but Optimus is like flexing the civ around, right, to get more value out of the map than the other guy, I think. And I think that's got him into this, match point position.
Yo, check this out. Where's that villager? I don't know if this is a herding vill or what. It's not near a herd. I'm not sure what Opti's doing with this. Okay, he's trying to find the herd. Never mind. Now we're gonna see a weird stable or something.
The side stable, the 1200 elo special.
So Opti was a bit quicker to get his TP up, so I think he's probably a bit ahead coming out of age 1.
Yeah, and seconds matter in a mirror too, so this may come back later to give him just a bit of an advantage.
Yeah, and he built it right before the pass, so that's good timing. Okay, Opti's up, shipping 3 settler wagon, same with Turk.
Especially because you're on match point. I think Germany is one of the stronger civs too for Optimus, so we might see more standard play. Like he might be just trying to steal the deal home. So this may be a slightly more standard version of the Optimus we've seen the last 3 games.
Seems possible, yeah.
Yep, stable start. Gonna have some Ulan fights, so this might really be a showcase of Cav Micro. What I'm feeling.
Yeah, Opti's quite a bit ahead on his Ulan batch. We'll see if he can do anything with that. Probably it won't matter too much. Gonna get only 4 out. Looks like Turk is gonna be able to get the full 5.
Yep. Good job there, Turk.
Then them shipping 700 wood. The second shipment. Still very cookie cutter.
Does Optimus just like know the route that? No, he's getting a treasure. I was about to be like, is he just instinctually positioning him?
Was Opti? Does he want to go for this TP? Maybe he's just scouting. Barely
Okay.
misses
Oh,
those
here comes the
Elons.
first.
Oh no! Opti gonna lose.
Ooh, that's a lot of Yulons though.
Two Elons go down to 2 HP.
It was like that meme, like call an ambulance, but not for me. That's I think what we just saw.
And look at
These
this.
Yulons.
We're getting amalgamation out on Opti side. 700 coin.
Wow, those are dead even numbers, but the two Yulons are less HP, so I mean, I don't know if that's enough to make a difference in that level of a fight, but
Oh, look at this. Very smart. Gonna send them to siege the TP. Yeah, they're worthless in a fight. Or, I guess he's gonna raid with them. So, Turk, of course, doesn't know that, Opti has amalgamation.
Und kann mich nicht bewegen.
Oh, wait, did I get things wrong? It might be Turk with amalgamation. Let's see. No, Opti has amalgamation.
does take down those Yulons. Guess he'll start sieging the base and trying to force Opti out. You know, not the base, but the TP. Oh, those Yulons are still.
Yeah, hiding on the side of the map. Waiting for a fight, I guess, and then he's gonna send them in.
Yep.
Okay, Opti has to stay at home, because, he spent all that res on amalgamation, I guess. He's gonna lose his TP, that's too bad.
Yeah, that will be a bit of a problem now. So here comes the Doppelsaugers now for IAmTurk, and again, okay, exiled prince and a Doppelsaugers of his own. Okay, so actually, I kind of like Optimus's position here because by the time that everything would hit, he's able to go up to H3 and hopefully get a massive shipment of either Dops of his own, Skirm, or just 9 Yulon.
By the way, all this time, Turk didn't have steel traps. He just finished them. Okay, there's the age up. Turk probably knows he has to hit Opti now, or else he's
Ooh,
way
he
behind.
got the snare off, though.
Minutes are popped.
Those Dops are kind of slow. I think Optimus is okay here with the hold. He's getting Vet Yulon, but he doesn't. Oh, he shipped. Yeah, okay, but yeah, it doesn't have any Dop. No, Skirm Pop.
Yeah, 9 Gulon's in the way. He's just got to keep these Skirm alive for a bit longer. Good micro there.
Okay, those are Vet Yulon too, so. Ooh, yeah, and those Dops were already wounded. Good catch here. I think this might be maybe not a quick one, but I think Optimus is going to pull ahead like now because now he's in age 3. He still has mass left, and is Turk aging behind this, or is he still kind of okay?
Finally aging
Turk's
up.
okay.
Somehow Turk is ahead on villagers. I'm not sure if Opti lost some or if that's just because of the age up.
It makes sense it would be the age up, right? Because he aged up like a full minute behind, so that should give him like 2 vills, maybe close to 3.
Yeah, 3 sounds right.
What an unusual build. He made Yulons 9 out of 8. I know. I pushed just like in the last game. We're seeing a meta being set here. Germany using its Yulon shipments. Who would have thought? But there's nothing wrong. It's the meta for a reason, right?
Got a lot going on. Turk did a good job of keeping the Xylons alive, but they're finally going to die over here. Oh, rough trade.
Yeah. Not Not quite sure what Turk's gonna have to do here. I would imagine maybe even like Black Riders or something if you macro for that, but yeah, War Wagons, that'll do the trick.
Und kann mich nicht bewegen.
Yep, there goes one.
Okay, so Opti's got to back up, but he's got War Wagons of his own on the way.
Bereit?
Nice maker there, hitting the second to last Ulan.
Yeah, real slick there. Just maximum value. You know, I mean, again, that's what makes these players so good is they just know how to squeeze every ounce of value out of their units, and especially in a mirror. I mean, that's going to be what determines the game.
Auftrag?
Yeah, incredible play here.
Ja.
So town center there from Optimus, or a Turk in the mid map.
Opti, you can't
Okay,
do that. So he shipped 1,000 wood. He's doing that with it.
Oh, there's the Optimus we know and love coming out.
I mean, to be fair, he is pretty far ahead after that trade under his TC.
You know, and Germany's one kind of weakness, right, is it tends to fizzle out economically if they're just pumping shipments the whole time. And why not get a little bit more eco behind it? Keep that lead, keep that edge.
Right. So I guess we're going to see Black Riders here with that 1,000 coin shipment. Let's see if that happens. Meanwhile, Cav Combat on the way for Opti. We're going to push in. That's going to be Jaegers instead.
Und kann mich nicht bewegen.
I guess he figures he has enough war wagons, so he needs something to deal with enemy war wagons. And even with the buffs, or not the buffs, the nerfs to light infantry, Jaeger's still, you know, got a pretty decent punch into Ulans. Not great, but they'll contribute some DPS.
Right. Yeah, and that light infantry nerf versus heavy cav did get walked back a little bit, even though they're still worse than they were at launch.
Yeah. Although most of that walkback was actually versus Coyote Runner type of infantry, so shock infantry.
Oh, is that right? Okay.
Yeah, they'd given him an even lower one, and you know when people were seeing like a Coyote Runner clean like 20 Jaegers, it was like,
Bereit?
But I did think they tweaked the values on the anti-skirm stuff to be a little bit higher.
Auftrag? Es geht mir besser.
That war wagon. Yeah.
Ooh, two very low war wagons up for Opti.
Yep, one goes down. Here come the
Okay.
Jaegers though, so I think this is Turk's big shot, you know what I mean? Like he's invested in military instead of eco, so
Yeah, this is chance.
no.
What?
Turk, no.
No, Turk. Oh.
Juke move. For those that watch American football, he just got juke move.
Yeah,
Like,
seriously.
juked.
Opti was like trying to act like he was going to go for the Bills, and Turk just didn't move his war wagons for a bit. And suddenly it's a much better
Oh.
trade than Opti should have gotten.
Oh man, that is rough, Turk. I mean, I think Turk's coming out like okay, but that was not the fight he wanted to take. That could have gone that could have just ended the game for him, and now we're just kind of back to like, I mean, Turk's taking advantage here and score for a minute, but lost a lot. Well, I guess he protected most of the Jaegers, but well, no, he's down half of them.
Yeah, that trade should have been awful for Opti, and instead it was just bad.
Yeah.
So this is real scary for Opti. He's got a bunch of stuff under second TC. Really no hope of... Like, okay, he sent Jaegers? Where are they? Oh
There's
my
like
god,
5.
massive raid that we
Oh,
missed.
raid.
I can't keep up. No, Opti, what? Opti threw the game with this TC. What is this?
That's an Opti TC.
Yeah, Opti's Vil count is down to 26, so I think Milky in the chat, you're right. He did lose a lot of Vils, and he's going to lose even more right here. Sorry, there's so much happening on the map. Can't keep up.
I think this game's gotten messy, and I'll have to say I think IAmTurk is very comfortable in these kind of messy situations. Like he's pretty good at multitasking, and he's got the mass, he's got his military units all over the place, and I think Opti got a tiny bit too greedy. Ooh, that war wagon raid on his backline vills, I think that might be like a GG if he finds him, or not.
Barely doesn't.
He's still building 3 vills. Oh, but he's counter raiding again, so
Oh yeah.
yeah. Does he get all those wagons? Nope. He gets one.
Opti
Yep.
taps out. GG. Yeah. Too much damage. Wow. What a game.
Wow, that was wild, man. Like we saw some pretty crazy moves there, definitely from Optimus, but I don't necessarily. I mean, hindsight's 2020, but I don't know about that third TC. I think 2 was greedy enough. I don't know. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, it feels like it should work if the other player just sits in their base for 3 minutes and doesn't do anything. But, yeah, I don't know. I guess maybe he was thinking your German mirror comp is going to be kind of low on siege by that time. So it's a really good way of securing coin mines. But, yeah, that 1,000 wood could be something else.
Yeah. I mean, he had a bit of ego, and it looks like I said we must have missed a raid at some point because definitely a lot of villagers. Opti should have had way more villagers for that amount of TCs.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, well, we got the 3rd mirror in a row. It's going to be Brit on Darfur. Let's get into our map video. Keep this rolling.
At the foot of the Mara Mountains lays the arid region of Darfur. The extinct volcano in the southwest is surrounded by relatively fertile lands with some forests and a profitable trade route. The desert towards the east is known for its gold mines, nestled between tall cliffs. What resource do you need the most? Be sure to plan your expansion accordingly.
Oh gosh, sorry, got the wrong screen.
At the foot of the Mara Mountains lays the arid region of Darfur. The extinct volcano in the southwest is surrounded by relatively fertile land.
Okay, 3rd time's the charm. So, Brit mirror on Darfur.
So you've got a map with hunts all over the place, including, I think, I don't know if Vividly's watching here, but it's got to be one of his proudest creations, the ostrich burb of wandering the F off when you don't want it to. Both these civs, though, I think they do really good on this map. And yeah, Berbers can be added into the compositions for a great H2. Brit mirrors usually just kind of come down to who takes map control. Both these civs, they need food, they need access to natural resources, they don't like to be contained. I know often the mirrors can come down to like war over the forward base, or it can come into, can Brit player 1 contain Brit player 2?
Opti, oh no, he was about to run into Turk doing this crazy treasure. He turned around right there. Incredible gamble from Turk that looks like it's going to pay off.
Wow, look at that creeping, man. That's like perfect. Actually, that one reset, but he's still doing great.
174 food on this. 75. That should be like a full bill earlier for aging, right? I think so.
Yeah, at the very least.
Double manner start for both of them. No shenanigans, GMT or anything. Both decks looking like pretty standard stuff. Opti has a spice trade, and Turk has the rockets.
I think Spice Trade might be a winner in this composition, or not composition, but in this matchup, just because again those hunts are kind of scattered. So getting the food boost plus a little bit extra value out of your hunts, especially your safer hunts, can really be the difference if you get contained between winning and losing.
Yeah, wow, look at this. We're going to see a 16 vil age from Turk here.
215 age up.
And yeah, it's going to be a tower, of course. I wouldn't be surprised if he just puts it right here because of how much earlier it's going to be aged.
Wow. That's, I mean, just, again, you know, that's going for that treasure. High risk, high reward, right?
Yeah, and Opti was that close to finding it, but he turned around.
Both players, pretty standard. I don't see anything too crazy. The forward market for line of sight. Again, Optimus to his dying breath, a ardent believer in free trade between nations.
Yep. Both people putting down forward markets.
Yes, right.
Oh, where's that villager going, Turk? Okay, Opti sees it.
Yep, settling for a manor house, so good way to get line of sight. I mean, again, that's what's so great. I see so many new players, they like build like the nice little SimCity base with their houses, and like it looks beautiful. And I admire their aesthetic taste, but I think this is the optimal way to put manor houses, using it for as much line of sight as you possibly can, so you're always aware it can react to your opponent.
Okay, so he's got the two forward villas. Guess it's going to be a barracks now. Wow, wow, look at this.
Ooh, this is aggressive.
That's a little too forward, Turk.
Yes,
I'm going to turn that around.
yes.
You know, the thing is, too, is that Rax from Optimus did come up pretty darn fast as well, so...
Oh my god, look at the greed here. Opti is shipping 4 settlers. Turk shipped 700 wood.
I think Opti's thinking, hey, I've got time, you know, I can just sit in the back, use my 4 villagers to, you know, keep gathering, and because I'm defensive, I should be okay. Because pushing under that tower, you're going to need, what, probably at least 10 musk before you even think about poking?
Yeah, definitely. And it looks like Opti is going for longbows first, so it's probably even going to be even later. Turk shipping 600 wood now. Opti shipping 700. So 4 longbows and nothing in queue for Opti. I've got 3 musk out for Turk. Probably more on the way. Okay, so maybe Opti correctly assessed that this is not going to be an all-out rush, and he just wanted to get a forward position. I mean, maybe that's how Brit Mirror plays out usually. I can't say I'm too familiar.
Ready.
So both these players are just manor booming after they claimed their slice of the map.
You know, I think so, and I think if you're IAmTurk, you got to figure, like, my opponent has to push me. He's got less res, I've got more access, I can see and react better, so... You know, poke around, be annoying, but yeah, I mean, look how far already those villagers have to go out for Optimus. Optimus shipping 6 Musk, so he's got a nice longbow mass. He's switching over to Musk, probably to prevent the Huss switch.
Yep, not bad. Okay, and Opti's gonna push on this.
Longbows of his own coming out. It's a nice little bit of chip damage.
But double batches of longbows now for Turk here. And Turk might have Opti right where he wants him. He's about to be outmassed. It's a danger of pushing under the tower of your opponent here.
Yep, here comes the 6 longbows, here comes another batch, and yeah, suddenly IAmTurk's got much more military.
Oh my god, yeah, it's looking like Opti's gonna get cleaned up here.
Yeah, I don't know what Opti's going to send here, but yeah, he needs to get out of there. That longbow mass is pretty scary. I guess if he switches into Huss might be a good, but I don't know if he's got the res to be able to do it for Optimus. Yeah, I guess he just lets the tower do its thing, and then, like you said, either double batch your own. What? Why not?
Well, that's pretty annoying. I like this move from Optimus.
I don't know about this though. Trying to fight. What?
This I don't get at all. Like, of course you're gonna die, right? I don't know, if you get in Longbow's face, they do have low HP, but that was not the trade he wanted.
No. Now IAmTurk getting, yeah, IAmTurk's got way more military.
Looks like Opti did find a couple of Vil kills there, though, so that's something.
Needs to move those Vils out of the way. Yeah, tower goes down. IAmTurk now shipping 4 Vils, making more longbows.
Okay, here's a push for Opti. It's called Minutes. It's time to bust out.
He did get another batch from his rack, so that Rax was close to going down. He'd at least get some value out of it. And yeah, he's on the offense, but I just don't know if he has enough mass. Oh, killing more Vils though.
And I think that tower's gonna barely live here.
Yeah, more longbows coming in. I think this kind of favors IAmTurk still, but the mass is getting kind of close, and then the behind mass, the 4 guys or whatever, they died. They did get some Vils at least. Yeah, I think IAmTurk is just fine here, especially with that tower still staying up.
But that Rax is so low.
I think does it go down?
Barely not.
Wow. Yeah, unless Optimus has like a sneak stable or something, I think it's looking pretty grim for him at this point.
Yeah, Musk attack in for Turk, by the way.
Ooh, yeah. Now these Musk can just stand and shoot versus the longbows. I mean, there's the stable in the back. Oh, he does get the pop on top of the longbows. Yeah, yeah. This is looking like Opti's Opti's run here after an amazing series, it might be at the end.
Yeah, he's gonna try to make Huss, I think, but it's too much musk on the map for it to do much. Opti
Yeah.
taps out. GG. He's on a hunt. Good luck on the next round, says Opti.
Yeah. Some great sportsmanship. You love to see it. And wow, just like that, gentlemen, we have, I would say, maybe a bit of an upset, but definitely an earned victory from IAmTurk, playing his ass off. Excuse my French, but just doing an excellent job. And I think Opti making, again, some more errors there towards the end. GG, well played all.
Yeah, wow. What a fun series. I feel like so much of that game comes down to that 175 food treasure. I think Opti probably definitely made other mistakes, but that gave Turk such a tempo advantage. Aged a full Vil sooner, and everything else just snowballed from there.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, he took that advantage and he didn't make a single error, I think, other than maybe, a few Vils lost to a raid, but no one plays perfectly, especially against Optimus, who just loves to make the game messy. So really just excellent job from IAmTurk just to take it home. I mean, he's down 2 games and he wins the last 2 in mirrors at that too. So that's got to feel good, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I'm just really impressed. Again, Optimus, we love you. We love that even at this high level stuff, you're willing to tweak the meta and do fun stuff and experiment with builds. But I think ultimately IAmTurk kind of pulling a bit of an upset with just great discipline, sticking to the tried and true formulas, taking good fights, and he's looking great. I don't know whose opponent will be in the next round, but I definitely look forward to seeing more of him. And of course, Optimus, we love to see you.
So thank you all for tuning in. Congrats to all of you that won big on the channel point market with the bets tonight. Thank you. Who all subscribed? Thank you, Callum. Thank you, Duck, for the subs. Stay tuned for, I think the next cast will be in the round of 8. Brackets will get posted once all the games are over. I think that should be soon for the round of 16. Is anyone streaming right now? Anyone we can raid? Anyone want to start streaming?
Yeah. Somebody wants to put it up. It's 9 o'clock in my evening, so I'll definitely be logging off here myself. But again, thank you everyone for showing up. We really appreciate it. I know this is like American hours that we got going on tonight, so all the dedicated European members, we appreciate you coming up and watching us early in the morning. We got to see some great names and some great games, so I hope everyone's Friday or Saturday morning is, their weekend's off to a great start.
All right, Platypus, guess we'll sign off. Doesn't seem like anyone is going to stream. Been a pleasure casting with you.
Yeah, same to you, man.
Good night. Good night to you all.
Yep, see y'all in the next one.